Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're here, chances are you're probably gearing up for the Securities Industry Essentials, or SIE exam. And first off, congratulations, right? Congrats on taking the important step towards your career in the financial services industry. This will be one of the most important steps of the journey. Right, so let me give you a quick overview to start off, and excuse my breath every once in a while here. I am walking, finished up a jog, and I thought, hey, why don't I just put this video together to get everything started for these guys, right? The people they're testing, they need this. Whatever amount of time it takes you, doesn't matter, but what we're looking to accomplish here is get it done this time around, right? All right, so I digress. To give you the quick overview of everything, the SIE exam, it's administered by FINRA, and it's designed to assess your knowledge, your basic knowledge of the securities industry. It's the foundational exam you'll need before moving on to more specialized qualifications like the Series 7 or Series 6. Now, it's a 75-question multiple choice exam. The time limit is an hour, 45 minutes, and a passing score minimum of 70% is all it takes to pass this exam here. That's all it takes, folks. 70% or higher, and you're good to go. I've heard some stories about people getting a 69% or, whatever in the past when they used to show you your grades, but let's get that 70% and we're out of here. All right. And throughout this series, we're going to be breaking down the exam into manageable sections, focusing on understanding the why behind each concept rather than just memorizing the facts. This approach will not only help you pass the SIE, but also prepare you for future exams like the Series 7, where a deeper understanding is going to be crucial for success. All right. And here's how the SIE exam is structured. We got the first section being the knowledge of capital markets. It's going to be about 16% of the exam. And then we're moving on to understanding products and their risks. That's 44%. The third section, understanding trading, customer accounts, and prohibited activities. That's going to be 31%. Finally, the fourth and last section is overview of regulatory framework. That is 9% of our exam. As you can see, the majority of the exam focuses on products, the risks, and trading practices. We're going to be allocating our time accordingly, right? Diving deeper into these sections while ensuring we cover all sections thoroughly, right? I'm excited to guide you through this journey. And remember, the key is to grasp the concepts and understand the rationale behind them. Don't get bogged down by trying to memorize everything. Focus on the big picture and you'll do great. That's all they care about. Does this guy understand what's going on here? All right. And so that's the broad overview of the SIE exam in general. And before I let you guys go today, I'm going to give you guys a little taste of the knowledge of capital markets section, the first section of the exam. And that's going to be about 16% of what you're going to see on the actual test day. Essentially 12 questions, and part of it is going to be the SEC, which oversees the securities markets and protects investors like yourselves, retail investors specifically. FINRA, they regulate the broker-dealers and enforce the rules. And then you got the big player, the Federal Reserve, and what their hand here is they deal with managing the monetary policy and interest rates. And that's a lot of information there, but once you get the basics, you'll be good to go here. Pretty much understanding these regulators will help you comprehend the rules and the structures governing the markets in themselves.
This slide here is for the market participants. You're going to have the retail investors, which are individuals such as you and myself, institutional investors, big banks, entities like mutual funds and pension funds. And you have broker dealers. These are the firms that buy and sell securities. Think of, your Morgan Stanley Wealth Management. And you got a lot of different big players there. Vanguard, Fidelity. And then finally, last of the market participants, we have the market makers. Their role in the entire market is a little bit more nuanced, and you're going to get more information on them in the Series 7 exam, but we'll lock down a basic definition and for these guys. Alrighty. So what we got there is that each participant plays a unique role in the market dynamics, right? We're set there. Now, the next part of it all is you got the participants. Now, think of the structure. In the structure, we have the primary market. Primary meaning this is the place where new securities are being issued. Secondary market, where existing securities are traded. And then finally, the exchanges and over-the-counter markets. And these are pretty much organized platforms and decentralized trading. And recognizing these structures are going to help us in understanding how securities are bought and sold. That's all you got to know in relation to all those. And moving on to economic factors, the final portion here. And this has three pieces. We have interest rates, and these are influenced by the Federal Reserve. Remember, that's the third player in our market. Second is inflation, and this affects purchasing power and investment returns. And the third and final, GDP growth, and this indicates economic health. And economic indicators can significantly impact market performance. So we'll touch a bit on that. Offerings. You're going to have public offerings, which is securities being sold to the general public. Think retail investors. And private placements. You have public, you have private. Private being securities sold to a select group of investors. And knowing these types of offerings are going to help us understand how companies raise capital. And just to keep you guys on your toes, pop quiz section. Let's just test your knowledge here on a couple of questions. Question 1, and these are actual questions that may appear on your test that I've pulled from actual reputable testing sources such as Kaplan and other Capital Advantage tutoring, etc. Question 1. Which regulatory body is primarily responsible for enforcing federal securities laws and regulating the securities industry? Question 2. What is the primary function of a market maker? All right, think about these questions and we'll discuss the answers at the beginning of the next episode. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss it. The answers are going to be here, but we're going to explain them in depth in the next episode.